So I just wanted to do a quick video about these two markers, or this series of markers, because they are pretty interesting. This is the Pilot Frixion Colors series, and what this is a series of erasable markers. So it's a kind of a felt tip marker, and it's in the Pilot, again, the Frixion series, which is their erasable series. And I've talked about the Frixion pens. They're surprisingly popular, or maybe not surprisingly if you use them, but like they're very popular. There's a full line of them available, and a lot of students and note takers use them. These are the equivalent of the Frixion, but in a marker. I wouldn't have thought initially that a marker would have been erasable, but turns out they are. And these things sell for about $2 each, maybe $2.50. They're available in big 12 packs, depending on how many colors you need and how many you need. Tons of different colors, at least 24 different colors are available. I only have it in these two that I could find, but I just wanted to show them to everyone, which they are pretty cool. This is the Japanese import from Pilot, and I believe they're sold in standard versions, like here in the US, but these are easy enough to find online on Amazon and different resellers. So I did a quick writing sample already, which there's not a whole lot to see. It's basically just a plastic body, plastic cap, no clip. It's not something you would carry around with you. And the eraser doesn't go on the back of the pen. It lives on the top here. And it's not kind of a pencil type eraser. It's a harder, almost rubbery type eraser. It could barely press in. And it doesn't really wear down so much. So it's definitely different than a standard pencil eraser. So it doesn't really wear out. The tip of the marker is just this felt tip. It's not very sturdy. It's definitely not as sturdy as the tip of a Sharpie, but gets the job done. It does, as you write with it a lot, you could see the color can't really keep up with the writing, but that's a pretty minor flaw. And then this is the Japanese version, which is kind of cool. This will post, and that way you have the eraser on top, and that's what you're looking at. There's the purple, the gray. The gray is rather light. I spelled erasable wrong, hilariously. And then you could see some of the coloring. You can also see as you go along, it tends to get a little bit lighter. So, and this is the Frixion series. It's a nice marker. It's a little soft here, and the felt does get worn out, so you can't really use it like a fine liner, but it definitely gets the job done. And you can see as you write a lot, it gets a little bit drier at the end. But give it a second, and then it's back to normal. As for the eraser performance, it's actually really good. So we'll get that word Frixion I just put. You can see looks like a marker. It doesn't look like some sort of cheapo marker or crayon or anything like that. And if you want to just a little bit of residue there from the eraser, but it doesn't really wear the paper down. The paper is in good condition afterwards, and this is not fancy paper. You can see that R is basically entirely gone. So, I mean, you could just barely make out the R where I guess it stained the paper, but in casual glance, there you kind of just see it there. But at casual glance, it's really erased nicely. And it doesn't take a lot to erase either. So it's something anyone could do. It doesn't need a lot of force or anything like that. So nice work there. I have not tried a lot of the colors, but I'm really happy with this purple. The gray I thought would be useful, but it's actually rather light. It's not terrible. It's just on the light side. This one doesn't seem to erase quite as well. So it makes me curious how the other colors will work. Sorry about that. You know, the end result is fine, but you need to put down a little bit more elbow grease to get it to go. but ultimately it does work. So yeah, definitely recommend these if you're in the market for some new markers or something to keep around your desk for note taking or highlighting. I really like that they're erasable and they don't really wear through paper, and they could erase without destroying paper. It's just like nice product, and I didn't even know erasable markers were a thing, so definitely recommended. Thanks for watching.